It's him and
What's
I,
going on YouTube?
Aquaman
This is Marcos from Aquaman Pressure Washer back again with another video. In this video, I'm gonna show you the things you need to start your own pressure washer business. If there's anything that you would like to know more about, please leave a comment below so I make a video about it. All right, let's get started. Okay, the first thing and the most obvious thing that you need is a pressure washer. This pressure washer right here is a 4 gallons per minute belt drive system. It also has a downstream and quick connects. I recommend anytime that you get a pressure washer, get you one with quick connect hoses. That way, if something goes wrong, you could just unplug it and plug a new one in. All right, the next thing that you need when starting your pressure washer business is a pressure washer one, or some people may call it a gun. Usually when you get your pressure washer, it's gonna come with a gun already. But you may want to get one for different attachments or for tight areas in the long run, because if one breaks, then you have a backup. All right, the next thing that you need is a hose. The pressure washer should come with a hose that works with the machine, so you shouldn't have to buy one. My recommendation is always have a backup hose. This is my backup hose. It's only 50 feet. My main hose is 100 feet. This little part right here is a ball valve. I use this where I can switch between my surface cleaner and my wands. This will save you a lot of time because you won't have to be walking back and forth to the machine, shutting it down so you can switch attachments. The next thing that you need is a surface cleaner. My surface cleaner is 4 gallons per minute, which matches up to my machine right here. So when you get in a surface cleaner, make sure it matches the gallons per minute on your pressure washer. Okay, this is the next thing that you need is a water hose. My recommendation when getting a water hose, get a 3/4 of an inch. That will give you the maximum flow to your machine and it won't starve it for water. Okay, the next thing that you need when starting your business, of course, it's very obvious, you need a gas can. You're gonna go through gas real fast when you do big jobs. So make sure you get you at least a 5-gallon gas can. Don't get a small one, get the biggest gas can that you get so you don't be running back and forth to the gas station. Right here we have a container that I keep my SH or bleach in. You need one of these because if you don't have one, you'll be going to the store buying bleach all the time. Make sure that you find you a good pressure washer store that sells 12.5% bleach. That way you can mix down and stretch out your product. This container right here is just a basic water container. You cannot see, but it has the marks on it with the gallons. So you need a container like this so you can mix your SH and also you can add your soap. In a crunch, I always use Gain dish soap. That way I can use that for a surfactant. My recommendation is to go ahead and buy some from the pressure washer store or even your home improvement store. You don't have to use this because it can streak if you don't know what you're doing, but it does help you in the pinch. Right here is my driveway and concrete cleaner. I use this also on my bricks. All right here is my pump sprayer. I use this on decks and also I use this on my post treatment. Saves me a lot of time and money by doing it this way than running it through a machine. All right, so you got your gas can. You have your container with your SH, bleach. You have your mix container. You have your soap, and you have your pump sprayer. That's not all you need. I'm gonna show you a couple more things that you need to have. Get you a can of WD-40 because a lot of your things will get rusty. A lot of things will be hard to open. A lot of things will be hard to take off if you don't have this WD-40. So get you a can of WD-40 or some type of lubricant so you can remove your hoses from your wands and your surface cleaner. The bleach that you run through this stuff will make it corrode. So this will help it prolong it and also make it easy to come off. You need a couple of brushes. You need a soft brush, you need a hard brush. You use the brushes along with your pole basically to agitate areas that's hard to come off. So if you got the siding of the house, you can use the soft brush to help agitate a lot of the algae if it doesn't break up. Same thing with the hard brush. You can use those on decks and concrete. Okay, a lot of people don't tell you you will need some boots. Just go to any store, find you some cheap boots, throw them in your truck, throw them in your car. That way your feet won't get wet, because it's nothing worse than walking around all day with wet feet. Next, make sure that you have some type of tools. Right here, I just have a few wrenches that I need to, if my machine goes down, I can work on it. You need to have tools because your machine will break something. It may not break down where it won't run, but your connectors or something that rusts out or just gets old and you may need to replace it. So I just have different tools in the box that I just keep everything in. Just like that. Okay, this is the last thing that you need to have. This is just a little toolkit that you keep little things to do repairs. Right here I have this little pick that I use for my O-rings. I keep a bunch of these right here because the O-rings in your hose will wear out and they will start to leak and you won't get proper pressure. So that's the reason I have a bunch of O-rings. Okay, next I have an assortment of tips and connectors. Like I said, the ones that you have will wear out, break, something will happen with them. So I have different tips from the fit on my hoses, all the way up to my ones to my surface cleaner. Anytime that these things go bad, it's good to have a backup plan. This right here is just thread tape that you can get from your plumbing store. You need this when you replace any of your connectors so you won't have leaks. It's easier just to put the thread tape on here, and then when you thread it up, it won't leak. So make sure you have thread tape. This is a file. Hey, this right here is something that I just recently got, but it's real helpful. I use this file to file the tips. So this piece right here can fit in my wands and also my surface cleaner. What happened with these tips is they wear out and they won't fit in your guns. So get you a file so you can file down your tips so that way you can use them longer. Okay, that right there is a tarp. You can use a tarp because if you have plants or something that you can't get bleach or something on, it's good to cover them up so that way you don't have to worry about bleach getting onto it. But keep in mind, always water your plants down before you start your job and water them after you finish. But this right here, if you don't want to get them on any kind of roses or anything that's real sensitive, cover them up with a tarp. All right, here's something that people don't think of. Get you some totes. This way you can store all your chemicals, all your little tools, your extra hoses, anything that you don't normally carry with you or around your car, you can just throw them in a tote and you'll never forget it. Okay, this is something that you really need. You need a measuring wheel. I charge by the square footage on certain things. This right here will cut down on the time. So instead of using the measuring tape, I can use this on the concrete and on decks. Okay, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope that the information that I gave you will help you out. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you'll know when my next video come out. This is Marcos from Equipment Pressure Washing, and I'll see you in the next video.